What is up, players? It is GSU Coach, and we are back with some Rockies franchise action. If you just joined me not long ago, we had the Jets taking on the Cardinals, and the Jets barely lost again, 17-14. They go 0-5. The Rockies, on the other hand, are actually having a good run. If you take a look at the Rockies' record, even though we're still last in the NL West, we're 41-66, but we're 7-3 in the last 10 games we've played. We are turning the ship around, and I'm calling this the road to 500 because I've basically built a team mid-season that can compete with anybody in the MLB, including the Dodgers. I have Ramon Laureano, Ramon Urias. I added Ron Stanek to our bullpen. We have Robbie Ray. I got him. We have great, great, great players on this team, is what I'm trying to say. And we have a chance to get to 500 and even get a wild card shot, as wild as that sounds for this team. And I will share this out like I like to do every episode, every day. Share to my news feed first. Join me in Rockies action. I was going to do hockey because I usually go in order. I go hockey, baseball, football, hockey, baseball, football, hockey. And I just said, you know what? I want to play baseball. I love hockey and I can't wait to play it again. But that's just, I don't like baseball's the game. If I want to just chill and relax, that's the game I play. Join me, Cubs at Rockies. Post. Alright, now we'll get back in there and copy the link. I don't know what that racket is you're hearing in the background, but that is nonsense. That's all I have to say about that. So we lost to the Cardinals in the Jets franchise. Everybody knows that sucks, and it was a heartbreaking loss, 17-14. We had our opportunities, we failed. I had somebody was on live with me named Ryan. He was trying to help me. I didn't quite listen to the stuff he said. I probably should have in some of the situations because we might have won, but I didn't, and we lost. Join the Rockies as they play the Cubs in game 2 of a 3-game series. Right? Is it a 3-game series? I don't know. Game 2 of series. Copy, paste, share. Alright. So we are back with some MLB action. As you can see in the AAA standings, the Isotopes are about where we're at. They are last place in the AAA West East. Never understood that, but that's what it says. And in the AA Northeast, the Yard Goats are actually in the middle of the pack with about a 500 record. Now, I went through the roster, and I seen who all was doing good in AA and AAA. Ryan Velotti, who's a shortstop, is playing fairly well in AA. He's got B potential, and I think it's almost time to move him up to AAA. He's at a 68. And Richard Murillo is also playing well, but his potential is only a C. I think we're going to leave him there. Left fielder Salvador Avila is B potential, but he's hurt. But the guy that's really taking off right now is Michael Toglia. He's got A potential. So what we're going to do is bring one of our AAA guys down. As you can see, they've got some guys doing really good too. Julian Fernandez, Ben Bowden is doing good. But they've got some pitchers that aren't doing so good. So what we're going to do, we're going to go back to the AA roster, and we're going to look at Toglia. He's a first baseman. Let's go to AAA. Let's take a look at their first baseman. He's down here. Only 8 home runs, 36 RBS, 227 runs, 261. He's got a 222 average. That ain't too bad. What about, do they have any more first, this guy? He's on fire. Let's move. No, none of these guys are doing too bad for AAA. I mean, he's getting 222. Colton Welker is hitting 251. He was actually in the majors earlier in the season. I really want to move a couple of guys from AA up to AAA, so I think I'm going to go ahead and I think I'm going to go ahead and move him down to AA. Greg Bird. Okay, and then for AA, we're going to move up Toglia to AAA. Okay, took care of that situation. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. So that way we work Toglia up towards us. Not only that, I want to bring Velati up to AAA so we can work him up towards the majors. So he is a shortstop. We need to see a shortstop that's not doing too well in AAA. And that's what I am looking for. They don't even have a shortstop. So does AA have more than one shortstop? Please tell me they do. Yes, they do. So what we'll do is bring over a Mackler actually plays for us some in the majors. They could use some pitching in AA. They're doing okay in AA overall, but that's because they got so many good players. Boswell. I'm not sure who I want to move down. I don't want to move any out. Well, they got two center fielders right here. And this guy is 33 years old with deep potential. He's not going to get any better. We're going to move him to AA. And we're going to move Velati to AAA. Now that should help our AAA team get some victories. Okay, that's what we're hoping for anyhow. But who knows? That just kind of gives you an idea of where they stand at this moment as we get set up here for the game against the Cubs. We won the last one 3-2 in a close one, but a good one because we got a victory. We're on the road to having a 500 record. We have to win 40 of our next 60-something games to do so. I think we got to win actually 40 exactly out of, I don't know. But I know we got to win 40 because you would want an 81-81 record. We can win 40 and lose 15. So we need to go 40-15 here at the end of the season. Is it possible? Yes. Will it happen? Doubtful. They say that Jeff Samardzija is going to take on Cole Stewart in this game. I highly doubt that. Also, we got contract extensions coming up. I've already extended quite a few people. The core group is going to, I'm keeping them. Ryan McMahon, Connor Joe, Ramon Urias are all probably staying on the team. I also think Elias Diaz and Sam Hilliard will stay on the team. I do want to find an outfielder that's in the 90s, though. And I don't know where I'm going to find it, if it's going to be free agency or where. McMahon's not been hitting too well for us lately, but Connor Joe is a future beast. We don't have any potential A's besides Mackler, but he's playing for the Isotopes right now, but we'll be moving him up soon. And we also drafted a lot of players that are going to be in the upper 80s by, a few seasons in. So we'll wait and see about contract extensions. The next phase we have is 28 days. It's called September call-ups. It's your last chance to call somebody up from the minors to the majors before the playoffs and all that stuff starts. I don't think we'll make the playoffs, but if we do, we'll take care of the situation. I bet Mackler and maybe even a couple of others will be moved up. We've already moved up a few players. If you guys want to take a look at that, go to our 40-man roster, MLB. Well, no, we'll just go to MLB roster. Okay, so we've already moved up. I'll show you who we moved up. Let me get down here to them. Well, Samardzija is somebody we moved up early. He's got a B potential, but he's already 36 years old. Freeland hasn't been playing his best ball, and he's a B potential, but he's younger, so we have a chance with him. Charlie Blackmon, who's doing real good in real life. We just kind of leaving him where he's at. He plays. He gets some hits here and there. Ian Desmond, we moved him up last week to center fielder because we needed a good center fielder. He was the all-star for Double A. He was in the all-star game, so he's actually a 70 overall with C potential. It's not the greatest, but he got 1 run out of 4 at bats, so he's 1 of 4. He's hitting 250 this season on our team, so not too bad. Brian Rocchio is somebody else we brought up from Triple A. That was when Theodore was helping me. We brought him up to back up Trevor Story when Story's tired. Daniel Bard, not a very good relief pitcher. Probably going to let him go at the end of the year. He's 35 years old, and he's about where he's going to stay. Estevez, closing pitcher. I like him as a closing pitcher. He's got room to maneuver to be better, but how much better will he be? I don't know. The best pitcher we have right now in our bullpen is Ryan Stenick and Francisco Aviles, who was an all-star this season. And the best player on our team is Trevor Story. And Robbie Ray is the best pitcher on our team. Ramon Loreno is on fire right now, as it shows, as he has a 280 average, 30 RBIs, 2 steals, 12 home runs, 20 runs, and 182 at-bats. CJ Cron is also a beast with 21 home runs, 51 RBIs, a steal, and a 251 average. That goes up and down, and it fluctuates a lot. As we're almost through this first season, let's get ready to play the Cubs, guys. What do you say? Now, the last episode, I think I used these. So let's do our alternate. Let's do these. I haven't done these yet. The black sleeves and the stripes, so we'll do that. Now, let's see. I don't like Samardzij's pitching. Is he the only pitcher I have a choice of picking? Robbie Ray is not completely healed from his last game. He will be our pitcher next episode for the Game 3 against the Cubs. So I will go with Kyle Freeland. I just don't like Samardzij. He's terrible. I just don't like him. But it says Freeland's cold. So if he's not doing too good early on, I will bring in Samardzij. But Freeland's who I want to start. Now, our batting order is where I like it, and everybody seems to be okay to start. Do I need to bring anybody in? Can I bring in Sam Hilliard? No. It's not going to let me bring in a designated hitter because the Cubs do not do designated hitters. But I think we're going to be – everybody's okay. I think we can play our whole starting lineup. Maybe Ramon Urias can get a break today. And we can bring in, not Perez. I don't know. But Ryan McMahon's going to be our third baseman. Cron's our first baseman. Yeah, we're just going to keep the starting. This is our starting lineup. This is our best players. Let's play them. Let's just do it. All right, guys. Here we go. It's time. It's game time. Chicago Bulls used to say it's game time. And it is game time for the Rockies. We just had a Jets game, barely lost, sad, heartbreaking loss. I wish we would have won to get our first victory, but we've got a good chance next episode against the Chargers.
Well, no rain as of yet, but threatening skies as the lights take effect at Coors Field in Denver. Tonight, the second of 3 to start the week.
And we are set for the Cubs and Rockies in Coors Field. Love them unis. As Freeland will start for us instead of Samardzij. All right, so Elias Diaz giving a little talking to Kyle Freeland, who is 4-5. He's pitched good for us this season, actually. Let me put game time up here. My wife is talking to our new dog, Darlie. And when I get a face cam, you guys will meet Darlie. She is a Husky, German Shepherd, Labrador, and something else mix. We can't figure out what it is. But she has a lot of different breeds in her.
She's beautiful and she's pure white snow.
She is pure as white. And she's an awesome dog, laid back. She's a puppy. Most puppies are wild, not this one. She chill. She just chills.
Big girl.
And she loves to snuggle and all that good stuff. And you love that when puppies do that. So let's get ready to play. It's Kyle Freeland. He's 4-5 this year with a 5.74 ERA, 40 strikeouts, 23 walks. But he can pitch when you need him to. And Nico Horner, we dealt with him last game, hitting 248. It's time for him to come up to bat as we are set for Cubs and Rockies here on the channel. GSU Coach. Welcome all my new subscribers. Welcome to the Players Club. Let's see if Freeland does a better job this game. Ball one as Horner overly reacted to that, but it is what it is. We definitely got to win 40-something games. And we're actually playing really well right now. We're 7-3 in the last 10 games. That's a pretty deep hit, but an easy catch for Ramon Loreno. And we're going to have our first out of the first inning. Nice catch. As Nick Madrigal, that's how you pronounce that, comes in here. He's hitting 325 this season. He's probably the best hitter on their team, honestly, as the Cubs are having a worse season than we are, and that's kind of hard to do. There's a ball right on the outside. Nice pitch, though, by Freeland, as most of the time they would swing at that, but there's a foul ball. It's going to be a 1-1 count as Madrigal hits it out to the side. Probably a little early on his swing as we get ready for hockey action next. I won't do that tonight, but that will be tomorrow's live. And we have struggled in hockey recently as we are on a skid. There's another foul ball, 1-2 count. But we're a 3-5 record, or 3-6 record maybe. I don't know. I think we're on our last game before I start simming some. Swing and a miss. Nice strikeout by Kyle Freeland to start the game with 2 outs. Not a hit yet allowed, and he struck out the best hitter on the Cubs with that beautiful, beautiful fastball. He swung up a little high. He timed it right. He just swung a little high, and he did not get it. Man, my channel is growing so fast, guys. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. Man, we are live. We don't do that nonsense.
Ball one, no strike.
I never understood the guys that edit their videos and do their announcing over the top of it because they already know what's going to happen. So how can they really be excited that they're hitting a home run when they literally knew they were going to hit a home run because they already played the game? So with me,
Ball two.
you get real excitement and you see the mistakes I make and the positives that I make. And we are a 2-0 count. So Freeland, a couple of balls here early, but there was a strike down the middle. Beautiful pitch. Outside corner, 2-1 count. Freeland winds up. And there is that's going to be a foul ball, so it's going to be a 2-2 count. Freeland against Swindle. Swindle's hitting 250 this season. Can he hit this one? He does, but it should be pretty easy to stop, and it is, and we're going to end the top of the first with no hits, and good job by Kyle Freeland and his pitching. I'm trying to make Kyle Freeland a better pitcher, and he's got good potential. I mean, not the greatest potential, but I think we could do something with him. He actually does a good job when he pitches. His record's 4-5. He's got a better record than Robbie Ray. And up for the Cubs, Cole Stewart will be pitching. He is 0-4 this season with an 8.87 ERA. My goodness. As Ramon Loreno has been on fire recently. He's third on the Rockies in OPS. Is up to bat, averaging 280 this season. And Cole Stewart gets ready to pitch him one. I would love to see Loreno get hot early, and that was a good pitch. Strike with the slider as Loreno watches. 0-1 count. Loreno, one of my big trades I done during the season to try to make this team better. There's a foul ball, 0-2 count quickly. Nice pitching by Cole Stewart, as he's had a rough season, but he's looking to change things around against the Rockies here in today's game. That's out of here. Bye. See you later. Ladies and gentlemen, Ramon Loreno just hit a home run. In this first at-bat for the Rockies, we get a home run hit by Ramon Loreno. Unbelievable. He knocked that out of the ballpark. What a hit by Loreno. You cannot beat that, man. That's the very opening of the game. Loreno with a beautiful hit, man. He knocked that thing. I mean, he went yard on that. It went way out of the park. He went way, look at that. Bam! Man, I love Moreno. That dude has done, you guys have no idea. Connor Joe, he's on fire lately. He's averaging around 300. There's a ball on the outside. Four-seam fastball at 95 miles per hour as the Rockies take a 1-0 lead in the first inning on the Cubs. Thanks to Ramon Laureano's one-run home run, solo home run. Cole Stewart not opening the game the way he would prefer. 2 balls, as now he seems a little scared, and he knows Connor Joe is third on the Rockies in average, and he can knock it too. He usually don't go yard, but he can get doubles like it's nobody's business. 2-0 count, Stewart. There's a little pop base hit. Is it going to get? Nope, Joe's not going to get the first, and that'll be the first out of the bottom of the first. So Connor Joe couldn't get on base, but he did get contact as C.J. Crone, who is a absolute beast. He's hitting 251 this year. That's not great, but let me tell you something. That dude goes yard when he hits it. I don't think he's ever hit anything but yard. He's hit a couple. I'm just playing, but still, he goes yard a lot. Cole Stewart winding up. C.J. Crone made the All-Star game in real life this year. He's up to bat. He's doing a lot better than he was last season. He's doing about the same in this game as he was doing during this time, but he's doing much better this season. He's improved a lot. That's 2 balls already. Cole Stewart a little nervous after that Laureano home run. It's 2-0 count. It's Crone. We've made contact with almost every pitch that's been down into the strike zone. And there's a foul ball. It's going to be a 2-1 count as Crone gets a hold of that one, but just a little late. I love this baseball game, guys. I have a blast playing it. There's a pop fly, and that's going to be an easy out. It was, oh, what a diving catch by the first baseman. Schwindel just dove and caught that. It was a foul ball, and he put his body on the line to stop that and give us 2 outs. As here comes the hero of the last 2 games I've played, Mr. Elias Diaz. I mean, he is just such a beast when he comes up on that plate. He's hitting 237 this year, but he's averaging 308 against lefties. But we're facing a righty today. 2 outs, bottom of the first. Nice pitch. Strike 1 by Cole Stewart.
0-1.
Elias Diaz has played for 5 teams in 7 years. Hopefully this will be his last destination before retirement. There's a pop fly infield, another easy out, and Ramon Laureano gives the Rockies a 1-0 lead in the first inning as we head to the second as Laureano just pops one out the yard, and it is 1-0. Rockies lead. I love Laureano, man. I'm telling you, that was the best trade I made all season long. You guys have no idea. It was the best trade I made all season long. Just beautiful stuff. Great managing and general managing by me as Patrick Wisdom comes up to bat here in the top of the second. He's hitting 263 this season. He'll be taking on Kyle Freeland. He's 13 for 28 in his last 3 games. Or did that say 4 or 5 games? Said something. Nice catch by Trevor Story. Beautiful job at line drive, and Trevor Story catches it out of midair. I think I might get that on replay. Actually, let's get to it. Let's get to it. Let's get to it. Let's see if I can get that. How do you hide it again on this one? Options. No, not options. This one. Just let him wind it up. We get the ball here. Are we gonna get the ball? There it is. All right. Now, I like to get that line drive footage. I've never had one of those on one of my shorts. What a catch by Trevor Story. That was beautiful. That was beautiful. You okay, honey? It's all right. Maybe it's something you ate. Contreras is up as he's a beast.
Nope.
Low, changeup, ball one, even though it looked like a strike to me, but I'm not one to argue with the umpires, as you guys all know. It was very nice to see Loreno hit that home run to start off the first for us, because the last game he had a hard time getting anything going, so he started this game off hot. There's a pop fly and an easy catch for the Rockies, as they're going to have 2 outs in the top of the second, as Ian Happ comes up. He's had 5 home runs, 31 RBIs, hit 244 this season. So they've got about the same averages on their team as we do. Of course, we have Sam Hilliard, who's hitting in the 3s. Connor Joe's very close. Of course, he hurt his average today so far. He's 0-1, but there's a strike, a changeup down low. Beautiful pitch by Kyle Freeland, who I love pitching, by the way.
Nope.
Ball on the outside. They don't change up a ball. It's just change up after change up after change up. I don't know if we need to keep throwing change ups. Will it make it? It will make it, and that ends the top of the second. We're going back on offense with a 1-0 lead with 3 of our best hitters up to bat. Look at that average for Trevor Story, 234. That is his worst average of his career as a major leaguer. We're hoping to change that right away, as Cole Stewart knows that if Trevor Story gets a hold of one, it's going all the way down to the Lake Michigan. Foul ball, boy. He wanted a hold of that slider, though. He hit it a little early, or he would have had it. It's Cole Stewart pitching okay, besides that 1 home run that Ramon Loreno had. Foul ball again, 0-2 count to Trevor Story. Cole Stewart pitching pretty good. Trevor Story can't find this time. Here the Rockies swinging a miss, strike. He just struck out Trevor Story like it was nothing. Cole Stewart finally gets a strikeout, as we have Ryan McMahon hitting 271 with 24 home runs. He's 10th in the NL in home runs. He's a lefty, and when he gets a hold of one, he goes yard as well. Our 3 best hitters on the team are actually up to bat. They called that a strike. That was a little too far inside, if you ask me. 0-1 count to Ryan McMahon, as Cole Stewart having a better inning here in the second than he did in the first. Foul ball, 0-2 count. Man, we're not getting any balls. Rockies crowd chanting, "Let's go." Ryan McMahon hitting 271. Oh, I was late on that. 2 strikeouts by Cole Stewart as he's trying to make up for that big home run by Loreno. But Jonathan Daza don't care what you're trying to make up for. He's hitting 305 this season, guys. Jonathan Daza has been such a blessing for this team. And there's a ball on the outside. Good eye by Daza. He's got an 815 OPS, gentlemen. Sam Hilliard has a 1.06 or something. I mean, his is huge. He's got a really good OPS. Oh, that was not a strike, umpire. Come on now. Yeah, Jonathan Daza agrees with me. That was not a strike, but they called it one anyhow. 1-1 count. Stewart pitching changeups and sliders. And Daza chased that one on the outside of the plate. Not a very good swing. 1-2 count. 2 outs. Bottom of the second. 1-0. Rockies lead the Cubs. There's a ball up high. 2-2 count. Even count. Will it be a full count, or will Jonathan Daza get a hold of one here? Been waiting. They're all going about 87 miles an hour. Foul ball, kept himself alive. If he'd have let it go, it would have been a full count. But he swung early anyhow, but he almost got a hold of it. There's a ball. We got a full count as Ramon Urias is on deck with 2 outs, bottom of the second. 3-2 count. Daza looking to get a hold of one. He's working him. Foul ball. That would have been a ball if he'd have let that one go. Will Stewart throw it down the middle? He did. He gets another strikeout. So he struck out all 3 batters in the bottom of the second. We're going to the 3rd inning. As Daza does not usually get struck out. Beautiful pitch in there by Cole Stewart after allowing Loreno to hit a massive home run early. But Freeland's not pitching too bad himself, and we're back on defense here in the third. There's a strike down the middle. Beautiful pitch by Kyle Freeland as Jaron Duran, 7th round pick in 2018. Can we get him to swing at everything? Let's just take a gander and look. That's a ball. Way too low. No, he does not swing at everything. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Nice pitch.
1 and 2.
I love my wife. All right, guys. Can we get him with a sinker here? What do y'all think? Yeah, that was a strike, umpire. Come on now. I'm about to start arguing with polygons. You guys are about to see me jump through that screen. That was a beautiful pitch. Can we throw a sinker? Foul ball. 2-2 count. Top of the third. No outs. Cubs. Rockies lead 1-0. After a Loreno home run in the first, nothing in the second, but strikeouts. Swinging a miss and a strikeout by Kyle Freeland. Beautiful pitching, as that will be Freeland's second strikeout of the game, as his adversary on the other side has 3. He has 2. We're looking to get our third one here, though. Ortega is a problem, though, if you don't pitch the right pitch to him, because he can knock him yard, and he's done it before. They love calling his change-ups. He's out of there. 2 outs, top of the third. Nice defense by the Rockies so far. We haven't allowed a hit yet, so Kyle Freeland's pitching a no-hitter, and here comes the pitcher Cole Stewart, who's 0-0-0 for the season. He hasn't had 1 hit. Will that change today? That's a good question.
Ball 1, no strike.
I'm hoping this will be our 3rd strikeout of the game, but we're about to find out the truth about Kyle Freeland and his pitching. That's a foul, so it's going to be a 1-1 count. Good hit, though. Went deep. So we wind up, and ball 2. 2-1 count. Freeland pitching a little off a little. That's okay. We'll get the hang of it here. McMahon with a throw, and he gets another out. No hits allowed yet by the Rockies. They are looking for a no-hitter, as it's 1-0 Rockies lead. We got Urias, Freeland, and Loreno up to bat. All are pretty good hitters, as creepy-eyed Heidi Watney is talking. I don't feel like listening to her right now, as Ramon Urias comes out. He's got hitting a 2.16, 7 home runs, 30 RBIs with a 5.79 OPS. He was another good trade I made for Brendan Rodgers. I wanted a second baseman that was going to play. Terrible pitch, ball 1 by Cole Stewart. Ramon Urias has 103 strikeouts. Not too good numbers there, bud. Not too good numbers. There's a big, deep hit, but it's going to be easily caught by the left fielder. It almost wasn't an easy catch. He tried to find the gap. So there's the first out in the bottom of the third, but at least we made contact. As Kyle Freeland, the pitcher, comes up to bat. He's hitting 158 this season. If Urias would have got on base, I'd probably sacrificed the bunt on this. But swing and a miss, Freeland. Way too high, shouldn't have swung at it. Freeland was a 1st-round pick in 2014. He's not a bad pitcher. I don't have a problem with him. Samardzija, I do have a problem with, as Freeland hits that one a little late, or early, hit a little early, and 0-2 count to Freeland. Will Stewart pitch a strike here or a ball? That is the question. We will find out here soon. It was a strike, and there was no chance. So there is 4th strikeout for Cole Stewart. He has the guy up on the plate that hit the solo home run in the very first pitch of the game is back to bat. Can he do another one? Swing and a miss, strike 1. Man, now Cole Stewart's on fire. Last game, Loreno was 2 of 4. Not too bad for a guy that we got in a trade. There's a ball, 1-1 count, as Cole Stewart went way up high and to the right. He knows not to throw Loreno another pitch like he did last time, or it'll be a yard again. Swing and a miss. Man, he's getting him on that slider. He's getting me on that slider. Looks like it's coming for the plate, and then it curves off. 1-2 count. And guess what, guys? Cole Stewart is now pitching like somebody out of a movie. It is the bottom of the third, or the top of the fourth, and it is 1-0 Rockies lead, and the Rockies have not got a hit since that home run by Loreno. We will look to change that. Nice pitch by Freeland, strike one. Nice pitch. I try to go off what the catcher says for the most part, but there's times he makes some really weird calls. And there's the first out of the inning. Nice job. No hitter still intact here at the top of the fourth. As we're getting to the midway point of the game. As Magerdal, the best hitter on the team, is back up to bat. Freeland.
Nope.
They're going to call that a ball to corner of the plate. I don't necessarily agree with that call, but I can't do anything about it. So. Strike one. He tried to bunt. I don't know why he tried to bunt. There ain't even nobody on base. That's going to be a base hit, and our no-hitter is no longer intact. They're going to have a guy on first. Man, nice hit. Right in the soft spot and landed on the ground, guys. One out, top of the fourth, one on first. Rockies not doing their best now on defense. They had a no-hitter going until just now. It don't sound as good to say a one-hitter as it does to say a no-hitter, but it is what it is. We're just looking for a victory. Strike, nice pitch. Swing and a miss, strike two. Looks like Freeland's going to try to strike this guy out of here. Yep, he did strike him out. Freeland gets his fourth strikeout of the game. Third strikeout of the game, sorry. And we got 2 outs, 1 on first. And up is Patrick Wisdom, who's 0 for 1 today. Ball 1 on the outside corner of the zone. Freeland can find that sweet spot. He can strike you out quickly. But Wisdom's not going after nothing right now. That's a strike slider right in the corner of the zone. I mean, you couldn't place the ball any better than that. Foul ball. It's going to be a 2-2 count. We got 2 outs, 1 on first. We're in the top of the fourth. Rockies lead 1-0, but that's all they've done is had a solo home run. They have not hit another ball since. And that's going to end the fourth inning. It took him a minute, and I thought, Story, why are you not throwing it? But we got 3 of our best hitters up. Connor Joe, Crone, and Elias Diaz. Joe's hitting .296 this season. He's been on fire the last month or 2. I don't know what's going on with him, but he's going to have to do something here.
For the Rockies, the left fielder, number 9.
Connor Joe up to bat, guys. Will Cole Stewart pitch it down the middle? Nope, he'll throw it up high. It's ball 1. 109 hits. Is tied for 8th in the NL. Connor Joe has had some hits, buddy. He's hit a lot of balls this year. There's a hit, and it's going to land, and that's going to be a base hit. Connor Joe gets to first. Beautiful hit. I told you. He gets one every game.
Hey, sometimes that's how a rally gets started right there. I know it's a soft line, but usually
Nice little hit right over the third baseman's head. Went out to left field, and Joe gets to first with no outs here in the bottom of the fourth. As C.J. Crone's 0 for 1 today, he's up to bat. Can Cole Stewart strike him out? Again, nope. He's going to get deep hit. Crone's going to find a sweet spot, and they're going to keep going. It's going to be a double. We got 1 on second, 1 on third, guys. As the guys have come in and they started playing ball.
The catcher, number 35, Elias.
And now can Elias Diaz get a 3-run home run like he did last game to put us up 4-0? That is the question. That was just a beautiful hit, and then they let it hit the wall. I need to get a drink. I'm calmed down, but that was just a beautiful hit. Also, my phone, which I keep track of a lot of chat and all that stuff, shut off, so I'm turning it back on. You got C.J. Cron on second, you got Connor Joe on third, and you got Elias Diaz, who's a home run hitting catcher. He is on, or he's up to bat. Why would I say he is on? Alright, let me get back in here, guys. This phone I got, it shuts off, it turns on, it shuts off. It really gets annoying after, look, it literally started me from the beginning. Why? I don't understand why. Oh my gosh, this is so annoying. Exit it out. Is it going to start? Okay, now it's starting me where I need to be. Go home. Go to camera. Go to video. And let's just replay that last play. From an odd angle that I've never done before. This one. Nice. I just wanted to get a video footage of it, really, is the reason why I had to pause. Okay, let's get back out here and hit. Can Elias Diaz at least knock one of these guys in to put us up 2-0, maybe 3-0, or maybe 4-0? Swing and a miss. Strike one on Elias Diaz. He had a pop out in the first, 2 of 5, and a home run in this series with 3 RBIs. That was his big 3-run home run. I've not yet to hit a grand slam on this game since I've started playing it. Now that would be cool. Foul ball, 0-2 count. Diaz got contact though, and the crowd liked it. He's telling Coach Stewart, I dare you, buddy. I dare you. But will Coach Stewart fall for the old trick? I don't know. That's a base hit. And we get another score on as Diaz is going to be on first and Cron is going to be on third, and there is no outs. And now the Cubs manager has to come out and talk to the pitcher as Cole Stewart is struggling here in the bottom of the fourth. Rockies lead 2-0 over the Cubs. It's nice to see some winning on the channel, ain't it? I know that you guys that watch me love to see me win. I'd say half of you watch me because you love to see me lose, but that's a different story.
Ball one.
Ball one, and change up on the outside. Probably was a strike, but we won't worry about it. 1-0 count as Cole Stewart stays in the game, but he gets a talking to, so maybe he'll change up a little bit here. We'll see what he does. Trevor Story would be nice to get a nice home run from him. This just not had a very good season. He's the best player on the team. He's the Zach Levine of the Rockies, I call him. But he's just not having a good season. He's just not doing what I want him to do, even in sim. So we're about to find out if he can today. How is that a strike? Dude, that was low and to the inside. You have got to be kidding me. 1-2 count to Story as Stewart throws that way on. This umpire is literally ridiculous. There's a ball. 2-2 count. Way too low. Stewart versus Story. Story's wanting to get a hold of something. Just give him a pitch that he can hit. Not that one. We got a full count. McMahon's on deck, hitting .270 this year with 24 home runs. He's 10th in the league in home runs in the NL. Story would love to get a home run here. It's a full count. He's going to walk. We're going to have bases loaded with Ryan McMahon up to bat. Could I get my first grand slam in my history of playing this baseball game? Can Ryan McMahon go yard for me and give me a grand slam? We're about to find out, guys. I've never had a grand slam in this game ever since I've started playing it. Here we go. Cole Stewart against lefties. Not too good. Ryan McMahon's a lefty. There's a foul ball. Man wants a piece of it, though. He's wanting a piece of it. Ryan McMahon's only hitting .224 against right-handed pitchers, though, so that's not a good thing.
One ball,
Ball
one
down
strike.
low, 1-1 count, no outs. Bottom of the fourth, bases loaded. We are literally starting to take control here in the fourth. Oh, and that's a broke bat and a foul ball. So it's a 1-2 count. McMahon hurt his hand. Bat broke in two. A heck of a pitch from Cole. There's a ball, 2-2 count, way up high. Surprised the umpire didn't call that a strike. He's been calling everything else a strike. Anyhow, let's get back to the game. I'm getting aggravated at the umpire. There's another ball. Is he going to walk another guy with bases loaded with Jonathan Daza hitting 304 on deck? I'm going to end up with a grand slam. I've never had one in this game since I started playing it. You guys are about to witness history on GSU Coach's channel. Right here, right now. Oh, how far is that going to go? Is it going to go deep enough? Is it going to... Nope. It's going to be caught. Oh, we got another score. And we got somebody on third. So, Ryan McMahon did his job. He got an RBI. He got out, but he got an RBI. It's 3-0. Rockies lead, and Daza comes up to try to knock these two in. I still don't get my grand slam, though, guys. One out, bottom of the fourth. 3-0. Rockies lead the Cubs as this fourth inning just keeps going on and on and on. Can Daza get a hold of one here? Ball one. Nice eye by Daza is in the bullpen. Anderson Espinoza is warming up. The Cubs are probably about to bring Cole Stewart out of the game. The way he's playing, it's just been terrible. And we're getting set here. 3-0. Rockies beating the Cubs. Foul ball. A little late on that one, but man, if he was on time, that could have went yard as Daza's hitting 304 this season. He's one of the better hitters on the team, him and Sam Hilliard. 1-1 count. Bottom of the fourth, one out. There's a foul ball. That one was too early. He's doing a good job of switching up his time or his speed on his pitches. That was one's a 90 and the next one's a 70. There's another foul ball as Dawson keeps himself alive. Still with a 1-2 count. Cole Stewart looking for that soft spot to get Daza to swing without getting any contact. We're going to score again right here. Yep, we just went up 4-0 because the wild pitch. Take a look at this wild pitch. And now Daza, 2 and 2. There's a nice little slide hitter. But it's not going to be enough as Daza is going to get out. He's 0 of 2 today, but we got a 4-0 lead on the Cubs with one on second. And Ramon Urias, who had a fly out in the third and is 1 for 4 in this entire series with a double, is up to bat. What can Urias do? Oh, that was a beautiful pitch. 93 mile per hour strike right down the middle. Stewart's got 15 strikes, 10 balls, 25 total pitches in this one inning. They're going to say that's a strike. I didn't even barely swing, dude. This may end the inning here.
I got the count. 1 and 2.
We got a 1 and 2 count. Ramon Urias, 2 outs, bottom of the fourth, 1 on second. Urias, if he just gets a base hit, man, or a double, we get another run. This fourth inning, we have dominated. I think he just got one. And we are going to get another run. It's 5-0. Urias gets an RBI. What a good job by this Colorado Rockies offense. Just dominating Cole Stewart. As Ramon Urias hits one in the perfect spot. And he sends, I think it was, I don't even remember who he sent home. As our pitcher, Kyle Freeland, will probably end this inning. But we end up with a 5-0 lead. Freeland, foul ball. You don't want to take Freeland lightly now. He may knock one out yard. There is no, we just kind of pitch it however. It's 0-1 count, though. There's a pop fly. That should be a pretty easy out. Oh, that's deep. Nah, not deep enough. So we're going to end the 4th inning, but my goodness, guys. Rockies get 4 runs in 1 inning. We will be back to start the 5th inning finally. I don't know why I'm filming this stuff. Nothing. I don't want to see Hottie Watney. The Rockies are up 5-0 as Kyle Freeland has been pitching a heck of a game. He's only allowed 1 hit. We're at the top of the 5th inning, and up to bat is Wilson Contreras. He can knock on the yard when he needs to. Will he help the Cubs get back in this game? Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Nice pitch by Freeland. Can Freeland get him again on one of those? Nope. But man's going to be right there, and there should be a pretty easy out. Routine, and 1 out at the top of the 5th as the Rockies defense continues to play good along with their offense now. First 3 innings, their offense didn't play great, but you know what? It's okay. Ian Happ up to bat. He's 0 for 1 today. Kyle Freeland is just pitching lights out this game. Not many strikeouts, but he's not pitching to where it's causing any damage. Like this is going to be a pretty easy Connor Joe out. And there's 2 outs in the top of the 5th already. We're going to end the top of the 5th quicker than the
Now batting, right
whole game. I mean, this is just...
Duran.
I'm telling you guys, this Rockies team, as bad as they are, and the reason I picked them is because they're my favorite, but they're also pretty bad. He's safe. He made it to first. How about that? They get another hit. But they got a good foundation, and they got good players on their team. So we're not going to constantly be a losing team. We're going to fight and go to a World Series eventually. Now, how long or how many seasons will it take me to get there? I don't know. But I do know that we have the foundation to do it. We just need 1 star player and another good pitcher. Did you see that beautiful catch out in right field as the Rockies end the inning? I keep thinking they're going to show highlights. Anderson Espinosa is finally coming into the game. He's 0 for 2 this season as well. He's not had a very good strikeout versus walk record at 9-5. He's not played very much. And up to bat is Ramon Loreno, who hit a solo home run in the first. He's 1 for 2. And there's a ball by the sidewind pitcher that I hate. I hate sidewind pitchers. Bottom of the 5th inning, we're up 5-0. Foul ball. Loreno a little early on that. As you can't tell with them, the speed of the pitches are just really... There's a ball, slider, 83-mile-per-hour slider. It's 2-1 count. Loreno keeping an eye on the ball pretty well. As Espinosa winds up. Another ball, 3-1 count. Connor Joe on deck. He's hitting 298 this season. Told you, he's always going to hit. Espinosa just walks Loreno. So we got 1 on first, no outs, bottom of the 5th inning. Rockies lead the Cubs 5-0, and up to bat is the guy that never misses, Connor Joe. He's young in this game, and I'm telling you, this guy is going to be our star player in a couple of years. I'm telling you guys, by season 3 of the Rockies franchise, Connor Joe will be a 92 or 93 over right there. He keeps playing like this. I don't see any potential. I don't care what his potential shows. He's going to be good. Ball 1, as Espinosa has done nothing but throw a bunch of balls. Connor Joe is number 1 for hits on the team. And why would I swing at that? I hit the button by accident. 1-1 count. That was way on the inside. I didn't mean to hit the button. I was jumping around. Oh, foul ball a little late on that one. It's hard to tell his timing. I hate sidewind pitchers because you can't never tell if it's slow or fast. It looks fast every time.
Here comes the 1-2.
There's a hit. Is he going to hit the soft spot or is it going to be out? And there's the first out at the bottom of the 5th as Joe got a hold of it, but it didn't go in the middle enough, and the right fielder was able to catch up to it and get underneath it. But here comes C.J. Cron. He's had a double and a run today. He's hitting pretty good. 2 for 2 this season, 21 home runs, 51 RBIs. He's not somebody you want to play games with, and Espinosa should know that as we have one on first, which is Loreno, who got walked. Swing and a miss, strike one. What a pitch by Espinosa. C.J. Cron has 139 home runs in his career. There's a ball, 1-1 count. Rockies not having as good an inning here in the 5th as they had in the 4th, but it's okay. We'll get there. I'd love to see Cron go yard. How is that a
The count is 1 and 2.
I should have swung at it because I think I'd have knocked it pretty decently, but there's a ball. 2-2 count, 1 out, bottom of the 5th, 1 on first. Foul ball, 2-2 count's going to remain as we went a little early on that one. I would love for Cron to have a good game just to up his average because I know he's better than what his average shows. But he gets struck out by Espinosa, and that's Espinosa's first strikeout of the game. Loreno stuck at first with 2 outs, and here comes Elias Diaz. People here in Colorado like to call him the hero of the game because he has been a hero a couple of times this season with his massive, massive home runs that he hits in 9th innings. Beautiful pitch. Man, that looked like that was going to the outside. 0-1 count, 2 outs, 1 on first. Diaz up to bat. Espinosa pitching. There's a ball. See, they look like balls. That would have been a strike in any other situation. But 1-1 count. Espinosa's going to have to keep it a little bit more in the zone. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Come on, Diaz.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That can be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
That's it. We're going to end the 5th inning with Espinosa striking 2 out and Loreno stuck at first. So it's still 5-0. Rockies have had 5 hits, 5 runs.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I don't like the way we're playing right now.
pinch hitting to the Cubs.
And pinch hitting comes in Robinson Chirinos. He's hitting 229 this year. So that means they're going to be taking out Espinosa, thank goodness, because I was already sick of him. Swing, and that's a strike. He did not swing all the way, but does not matter. 0-1 count, as Kyle Freeland is still pitching with a lot of gusto. Ball, curveball down low. That one might go yard. No, what a catch by Connor Joe for the first out of the inning. Jeez, that was beautiful. I got to get that. Can I get that on replay? Let's get this on replay, guys. What a catch by Connor Joe. I had to get that on replay. You guys know how I do. All right, it's 1 out, top of the 6th. 5-0 lead for our Colorado Rockies as the Cubs have had a hard time getting any offense going today. There's a foul ball. Nice changeup pitch there. Nico Horner's had 93 hits. He's second on the Cubs in hits. We've had players with way more hits than that. We've had players with 151. Ball 1. 1-1 count. As maybe I should start warming up some bullpen guys. I don't know yet. It's only the 6th inning, but let's go ahead and start. Who's got the most energy? Daniel Bard. Let's warm him up. We don't want to overstay our welcome for Kyle Freeland as he's doing a great job. Ball 2. 2-1 count. There's a hit. Connor Joe's going to get under it, though, and that's going to be 2 outs at top of the 6th. Beautiful job by the Rockies so far. best game they've played in a long time, probably since episode 5 or 6, when we beat the Astros 14-6 or something like that. But Madrigal is a problem. He can hit, and he can hit a lot. And he's the only one that's really gave us any issues today. Ball won by Freeland, throwing it low.
Count 1-0.
As the Rockies keep the lead going as Kyle Freeland winds up, and that was a terrible pitch by me. 2-0 count, 2 outs, top of the 6th. And if you have not, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, comment, whatever you want to do, but it helps me out a lot. Swinging, foul ball, 2-1 count. Appreciate you all that dropped by and visit for a second. Ball 3, 3-1 count. Freeland's kind of having his issues now. But we got somebody warming up in the bullpen. And that's going to be a base hit. 2 outs, 1 on first. Freeland's starting to have his issues. We're going to try to finish the inning with him. Ball 1 on the inside. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Nice pitch by Freeland. Swindle is claimed off waivers in 2021. Wild pitch, but good job by Elias Diaz making sure that the guy on first stays on first. That was not a ball. Get out of here, umpire. That was a strike. That was a beautiful pitch.
Hey, he's had great command all day. Want to see how aggressive.
Nice job by Ryan McMahon to end the inning. He's done that twice. No, Story did it the first time. McMahon did it the second time, catching them line drives. And now we got a big bunch of hitters that can really do some damage up to bat. Story, McMahon, and Daza. As Alzolay comes in. Story had a walk and 1 run today. He's not had the best batting average this season, but he is one of the better players on the team and probably is the best player on the team. Just not his year, as that's a way high ball by Alazola. Is that his name? I can't even remember his name. That's Alazole. Alzolay, swing and a miss. Oh, I went way too early on that one. I thought that was coming at me full blast. 1-1 count, bottom of the 6th. 2 balls, 1 strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
5-0. Rockies lead the Cubs as the game just continues to go, and the Cubs don't seem to be doing anything offensively. Swing and a miss. Story is swinging way too early on these sliders. Man, that's aggravating. There's a hit, but it's a foul ball. But man, I'm telling you what. Pitch another one like that, and I'm going to hit it. There's a pop fly to right field. Should be a pretty easy catch. It went right to the right fielder, actually. That Story is having his issues. He's 0 for 2 today, but he does have a run and a walk. I hate that he's not playing good. It aggravates me, you know what I mean? Man had a sacrifice fly ball in the first one, RBI, in the 4th inning. Foul ball, 0-1 count, 95-mile-per-hour four-seam fastball, and then he'll slow it down to an 81-mile-per-hour slider, and it's hard to figure out what he's going to do. Foul ball, 0-2 count quickly. The 6th inning looks like it's going to end quickly if we don't straighten up our offense here. That's way on the inside, about hit the knees of McMahon, as McMahon did not appreciate that by Alzolay. Another low one, 2-2 count. Alzolay pitching with some velocity sometimes, and sometimes he just lightly throws it in there. 3 balls. We got a full count. Jonathan Daza hit 302 this season on deck. And McMahon's going to get a walk. He'll go to first. Alzolay, I know he didn't intentionally do that, but Jonathan Daza is 0 for 2 today. He's not had his best game. He's hit 302 this season. He started off the day at 305. There is a foul ball. I thought that was going to make the line. Bottom of the 6th, 1 out, 1 on first. Daza up to bat. Swing and a miss. Way too high. Why do I swing at those ridiculous high pitches? That's all right, guys, because guess what? We're up 5-0. There's a ball, 1-2 count. Daza keeping an eye on that one. Them fastballs come in here fast, but then he slows it up and goes down to 80 miles an hour on sliders. So there's a nice little base hit for Dawes. He finally gets on the board with a hit. Now we got one on first and second. And Alzolay is not pitching as good as everybody thought he was going to. We only have one out here in the bottom of the sixth. Look at this hit by Dawes. Beautiful job. And now they'll show a replay of that, but they won't show a replay of the stuff I want for. Ramon Urias is 1 for 2 today. He had a single earlier, or maybe a double. Swing and a miss. Strike one. What a pitch by Alzolay. Urias was way too late on that one. Way too late. Ball one. 1-1 count. One on first, one on second. Bottom of the sixth. 5-0. Rockies lead the Cubs. Urias, we just got him this year in a Brendan Rodgers trade. I wanted a better second baseman that actually was going to play and not stay injured all year, and I got him. There's a sacrifice bunt. And that gets us one on second and one on third. Good job by Urias. Are they going to call that a sacrifice? Yeah. Sacrifice 1 and 3. So that's not going to hurt him. And Kyle Freeland's going to have to hit a little bitty base hit, or even anything, just to get us. What a pitch. Strike one. I probably shouldn't have done that. I didn't know. I forgot Kyle Freeland was up to bat. I meant to bring in a pinch hitter anyhow. Can I not do that? Foul ball. 0-2 count. I meant to bring in a pinch hitter. I screwed that up. I was going to bring Hilliard in, but now it's too late. All right, quick manage. Nah, it's too late. I can't do nothing. It's already in the middle of the bat. 0-2 count. Foul ball. 0-2 count's going to remain as Alzolay is pitching to the pitcher for the Rockies. As we're going to bring in Bard after this inning. Ball one on the outside, 1-2 count. Nice change up, but not enough to bring Freeland swinging, as Freeland is not a bad hitter. And that's going to end the inning. Man, even if I'd have swung at that, I'd have missed it. We should have brought in Sam Hilliard. That could have been different. As Patrick Wisdom comes up to bat, we are going to bring in Mr. Daniel Bard. And we are going to warm up.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Rockies. Number 52.
All right, we're good on that. Don't want to wear it. For some reason, they get so tired. Let's bring in. The only other one we got is Sevilas for closing. We'll stretch and toss with him just to get him a little warmed up. All right, guys, here we go. We're in the top of the seventh. A little hit. It's going to be a pretty easy out. Routine. 5-0. Rockies lead the Cubs. They're up 1-0 in the series. We haven't had a sweep with me playing or controlling them, so we're hoping that happens with this game. There's a strike. Nice pitch by Bard. There's a strike. Nice pitch by Bard. I'll say it over and over and over if he keeps pitching like this. Easy out, man. 2 outs. Bard not allowing a hit yet. As we're about to head to the bottom of the seventh already as Ian Happ tries to put an end to this nonsense the Cubs are playing today. Oh, and that was a miss. And there's a base hit. Ian Happ gets a hold of that ball. And they're not going to call it an error. He hit it in a pretty good spot. I have to agree with that. Ball one, forcing fastball, 97 miles an hour. What a pitch Bard has on him.
That's in. Ball 2.
2-0 count. Oh, 2 outs. Forgot about that. 3-0 count. Come on, Bard. I'm about to bring somebody else in here, bud. What's wrong with you? There's a strike. 3-1 count, finally. There's another strike. Makes it a full count. Bard catches up with himself. There's a foul ball after an 89-mile-per-hour changeup. Man, that was a bad mistake. I threw to second trying to get the guy on second out. And I should have just threw to first to end the inning, and I did not. And now I've allowed 2 hits in this inning. And Bard is not pitching his finest. 2 outs, top of the 7th. Can we keep them from getting anything on the board? Nope. We're not going to be able to. They are going to score probably 2, maybe 3 runs. No, they're going to get 2. And it's 5-2. Rockies lead as the Cubs are starting to come back here in the 7th. That was not a ball. Come on, ump. Foul ball, 1-1 count. 5-2, Rockies lead the Cubs as the Cubs have had a better inning finally. That, you've got to be kidding me. Pop fly infield is going to end the inning. Thank goodness. We allowed 2 runs to make it a 5-2 going to the bottom of the 7th. But I think Loreno's back up to bat. Maybe he can get us one out of the park as Adam Morgan comes in to pitch. And it's the bottom of the 7th inning. It's 5-2 with the Rockies leading. There's a foul ball, man. I waited on that one, too. I still swung early. Try to keep an eye on this pitch as Loreno has had a pretty good game today. There's a ball on the outside. Just got to watch the ball, man. I'm learning this game. It's just like real life. Watch the ball. Try to time your bat with the ball perfectly, no matter what pitch they throw. Way too high. Didn't watch the ball that time, as it's a 1-2 count. Bottom of the 7th, 5-2. Rockies lead the Cubs. I should have. Swing and a miss. Loreno just struck out. He is 1 of 3 today. As Connor Joe is also 1 for 3 today, a single and a run. But he's not somebody you want to play with, as Morgan has come out and struck out immediately. One of the best hitters in the game. Now can he do it to Connor Joe? Nope. But it's going to be an easy out. 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th. As Connor Joe is hitting 1 for 4 today. It's 250. As C.J. Crone had a double earlier. And a run. It'd be nice if he could get a solo home run here. But we'll see how Adam Morgan pitches. It may not happen. There is a deep hit to center field. Easy catch. And we end the 7th inning and go to the 8th with nothing. Our best batters are hitting terrible now. And now the Cubs can come back and win this game. We're going to get easy out there to start with. Top of the 8th. Madrigal is 2 for 3 today, guys. This dude has been causing us problems all game long. And one of my dreams is to strike him out before this game ends today. Can I do it, though?
1-1.
1-1 count. I'm about to bring in somebody else if we don't do something here quickly. Swing and a miss, strike 2. We might strike him out. You never know. You never know. Swing and a miss. We struck him out. I said I wanted to do it, and we did it as Bard gets his 2nd strikeout of the game.
Now batting, number 18.
And up is Frank Swindle, who's 0 for 3 today. Had a line out in the 6th. Ball 1 down low. 2 outs. Top of the 8th. 5-2 Rockies lead the Cubs. Swing and a miss. Strike 1 on Schwindel. Bard's pitching a lot better than he was. Maybe it takes him a while. Who knows? There's a strike. 2 strikes. 1-2 count. Can we strike another guy out here? Going to end the top of the 8th as we go to the bottom with Elias Diaz, Trevor Story, and Ryan McMahon on deck. Can we do anything? Dylan Maples is coming in now. Man, they'll just switch them up left and right. We lead 5-2 in the bottom of the 8th. There's one more inning after this, so it'd be nice to get a bigger lead. There's a ball. Diaz laughs at that pitch. That was ridiculous. I've seen better pitches come out of my grandma's you-know-what. 1-0 count. And of course Diaz is going to swing at that ridiculousness because I'm batting with him. And he swung way too early to top it off. 1-1 count, bottom of the 8th. Foul ball, 1-2 count. That was way too low. All 3 of those are balls. It would have probably been 3-0 count if I'd just left everything alone. But I didn't. There's a nice little base hit, and Diaz is going to get to first. So he ended up doing better than what it looked like he was going to. As Diaz gets a single, gets himself to first base. As the big dog Trevor Story's 0 for 2 today, comes up to bat. How will he do against Dylan Maples? That should have been a home run. That curveball was slow, perfect. Oh, I always swing so much earlier with Story than I do anybody else, and I don't know why. See, and then I swing late. 0-2 count. Story has a 9-game hitting streak that's about to end. Ball down low. 1-2 count. Same as Elias Diaz's count. Then I just want to hit one out of the park with Story so bad it's driving me nuts. And he swung at the highest pitch I've ever seen anybody swing at. Story is 0-3 today, man. Ryan McMahon, 1 out, 1 on first, bottom of the 8th, 5-2 lead by the Rockies. Ball down low. Story just, that pitch was ridiculous. I just get so excited when he comes up to bat, man. I just want him to do something.
Ball 2.
And Maples keeps it low, 86-mile-per-hour slider, 2-0 count. McMahon gets ahead of the count, 0 for 1 today. He's not doing too good, but he did get walked. 3 balls and 0 strikes as Daza hit 305s on deck. He went back up to where he was. Oh, I don't know why I swung at that. That would have been a walk. 3-1 count. Bottom of the 8th. I swing at them high ones. I can't lay off of them. There's 2 strikes, full count.
Full count.
Full 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Can we get on base with McMahon here? There's a hit. Is it going to be in the soft spot? I don't know. It's hanging in there, and he got it. 2 outs. Man, come on. Nothing we hit is going where it needs to go as Daza had a single in the 6th. We almost got a walk with McMahon. We should have got a walk with McMahon. Ball 1. You're going to throw him low, and Dawson's not going to swing at low ones. And, of course, I only swing at high ones. That's why we're always in this pickle we're in.
Nope.
2-0. Will it be a 3-0 count again? As Daza looking to knock in somebody.
3-0.
See? I didn't swing it at that time. You're not going to trick me twice. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. 5-2 lead. Rockies over the Cubs. And Daza hits a foul ball. Daza hits a foul ball, so it's going to be a 3-1 count now. Daza and Maples really having a battle here. Foul ball, 3-2 count. It goes to a full count as Dylan Maples. Daza hits a little late. He's swinging a little late on these. Way too late on that one. That ends the 8th inning. We're going to the 9th, 5-2 lead against the Cubbies. And we're going to bring in our closer. Francisco Aviles.
Number 16. Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. Now pitching for the Rockies.
If we can finish this top of the ninth inning game,
Aviles.
we will win. We won't go to a bottom of the ninth. So this is it for us. We've got to do it here. And we got the best closer in the game to do it. All right, he's ready to go. I always make sure my sweeping curve's ready to go. Patrick Risdom up to bat. He's 0 for 4 today. Strike one. Nice pitch by Aviles. I love Aviles, man. He is such a good closer. He's so good to have on your team as a closer. Ball one, though, as he throws it down on the inside of the plate.
For this offensive player, after coming off a curveball, the old push the throttle and pull it.
They call that a ball. I thought that was going to be a strike for sure. 2-1 count. Foul ball. Make it a 2-2 count. Top of the ninth. 5-2 lead. Rockies over the Cubs. 3-point cushion. Hoping not to have any kind of grand slams or nothing like that. He's out of there. Nice strikeout by Aviles to be the first out. We need 2 more outs, guys, and we win our second game in a row. Can Aviles do it? As Contreras is 0 for 3 today. He had a ground out in the 7th. He's 1 for 6 in the series with a home run and an RBI. Foul ball, 88-mile-per-hour splitter. 0-1 count. Low. 1-1 count. Another ball on the outside, another splitter. Ball 3, 3-1 count on Contreras. Is he going to walk him? Who walking?
3-2.
No, that was a strike. They called that a strike. Okay. I thought he walked him. I was like, dang. Aviles walk somebody. There's our second out, guys. All we need is 1 more out, and we'll win this game 5-2. And now a guy is up to bat named Ian Happ, who's 1 for 4 or 1 for 3. 1 for 3. Had a single earlier in the game, but he did not take on Aviles, as Aviles has done a great job of coming here and close this out for our Rockies. I just try to get Happ to swing stuff like that. Strike one. What a pitch by Aviles. Nice job. There's a nice little base hit behind in. And guess what, ladies and gentlemen? The Rockies will get the victory. Yes, indeed. The Rockies has won 2 games in a row, and they lead the series 2-0. And it was all because of great offense in the 4th inning and Aviles closing out the game. Not counting, I will give so much credit to this guy. Not just Kyle Freeland, but Daniel Bard came in this game, and he pitched like a madman. He pitched like his life depended on it, and I've never seen him pitch that good. He was ice cold when he come in. But he did. He pitched great. We are so excited to have him. And Aviles come in and close the game out. We get our second victory against the Cubs on a 2-game win streak. Diaz got him a single. He was happy, excited. It was what it was, guys. Victory alley for the channel. Florida Panthers haven't been winning. The Jets haven't been winning. But one thing we can count on this channel is the Rockies beat
the Cubs. I can't even talk. About choked. 2 runs on 5 hits.
Anyhow, the Rockies beating the Cubs. Oh, Lord.
Time of the ball game, 3 hours.
Rockies beat the Cubs. Lead the series 2-0. Rockies beat Cubs.
For joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
If we can beat them in the next game, which will be episode 24, if we can beat them in episode 24, we'll have my first sweep playing. Like, we've had sweeps simming, but we've never had a sweep playing with me playing the game, all 3 games. So that'll be fun to see if that's going to happen. We just have some issues offensively with my swinging. When I'm up batting with Trevor Story, I get so excited that it's Trevor Story batting that I just swing at everything. It doesn't matter if it's way up here or way down there. Hey, I'm going to swing at it. I'm swinging at it. And it is what it is. But okay, let's take a look at Chicago's notable players. Rafael Ortega was 1 for 3. He had a triple and 2 RBIs. Ian Happ was 1 for 4 with 1 run. Jaron Durant had 1 for 3 with a run. Nick Mandergaard was 2 for 4 and 2 strikeouts. And Kyle Freeland gets player of the game as he had a total of 3 strikeouts. He also wins the pitching battle against Cole Stewart because he pitched 7 innings. Go to the box score, take a look at our guys for once in our lives. Loreno had 1 run, 1 hit, 1 RBI, 2 strikeouts. Joe had 1 hit, 1 run, and no strikeouts. Crone had 1 hit, 1 run, and no strikeouts. Diaz had 1 hit. No, he had 2 hits, 1 run, and 1 RBI. Story had a run. That's it, because he can't hit no more. McMahon had an RBI. And Daza had 1 hit, and that's about all he did. So this was our regular starting lineup. If we were in the playoffs, this would be the team that would play. And we just didn't look that great, honestly, guys. We looked good. We won the game, but it is what it is. I'm so proud of the Rockies, though. They've come a long way from being, what were we at one point, 29 and 57 or something ridiculous, just a ridiculous number. And we're finally getting some victories as we have won out of the last 11 games. We have won 8. So we are 8-3 in the last 11 games as we have won 3 in a row, 5 in a row. We are 5-0. And if we can beat the Cubs in the next game, then beat the Marlins, we have a good chance of getting that 500 mark that we're trying to hit. But we got a long ways to go, and we get the Cubs again here, but then you get these Dodgers down here and these Rangers, and that's not fun. And then you get the Braves. That's even worse. That's even harder. So much hardness ahead of us. But there's not much hardness going on here, so might as well have hardness there. All right, we're 42-66, guys. We're last 10. It still says 7-3. I haven't went ahead a day. Okay. View organizations games. Play game. Okay. Yard goats do not have auto fix. All right, now let's see. Still says it. Oh well, we'll have Kyle Freeland against Kyle Hendricks in the next game. That's not going to happen. It's going to be some Marja or Robbie Ray pitching. Probably Robbie Ray. And the 42-66 Rockies. Let's make sure they didn't screw our roster up, please. Robbie Ray, Trevor Story. Our batting order. My batting order. Let's make sure they didn't mess up my batting order. Nope. They got it. It's all the same. Okay. So everything stayed the same. Rockies are still 5th in the NL West, but we are closing in on that 500 mark. That's all we want to do. We can lose one in here and there, but we just can't be losing a bunch like we started the season off. Next game will be episode 24. We'll finish up with the Cubs in that series. We'll send the Marlins series. We'll probably send the Houston's 2 games and go ahead and play the Giants. We're getting to the end of the season. We're almost to September. So we're getting there, and it's taking some time. These baseball games have a lot of games, but I appreciate you guys joining me on this as we get ready to play the Cubs in episode 24 for the 3rd time. And can we get a sweep, a clean sweep? And it still says we're 7-3 in the last 10. That is not true. We are 8-2 in the last 10. This game has so many problems. So I appreciate everything you guys have done for me. I hope to see you guys on the Florida Panthers episode. I think it's going to be 9 or 10. I can't remember. But we'll see you guys then. I love you guys. Thank you for the subscriptions. Thank you for all the love and